Hello everyone, welcome to Linguistics 235 Second Language Acquisition. This course is a requirement for the ELL endorsement from the Illinois State Board of Education for licensed teachers. It is also an elective for Harper's TESOL certificate. In this course, we will explore the processes and theories of how people learn languages and how we can use this information in teaching ESL. My name is Kathleen Reynolds. I am a faculty member in the ESL and Linguistics department at Harper. I teach ESL skills and college preparatory courses in addition to linguistics courses like Second Language Acquisition. So this video is intended to teach you more about the class, about me, about the nature of our online asynchronous instruction. So I'm going to start by going over our Blackboard shell as well as a syllabus, schedule, and other materials. So let's start by looking at our Blackboard shell. So this is Blackboard Ultra. Some of you might have used it, some of you might have not. I hope you will like it. And if you have any problems with accessing Blackboard, please let me know. So let's have a look starting at the syllabus. The syllabus is linked in both Microsoft Word and PDF form here. So we're going to take a look at the PDF. Our course goes from October 13th to December 7th. There are no meeting times. But if you would like to meet with me individually, you can meet with me by appointment in my office, D151C. I am a full-time faculty member at Harper College, and I am here Monday through Thursday. Sometimes I am here in the evenings, so please feel free to let me know if you'd like to meet in person. I'm also available to meet via WebEx, and this is my personal link. You need to let me know if you'd like to meet me there. The class will use Blackboard for everything, and the course is delivered 100% online with no required face-to-face sessions. I will have face-to-face orientation sessions during the first week of class. It's not a presentation, it's just like a chance to say hi and kind of meet each other as real people. So please check the dates that I'm providing in your email and announcements about that. If you need to change your schedule for this semester, remember that by October 20th is the date that you would need to drop the class, and if you need to withdraw from the class, you should withdraw by November 24th. I am fine to be called by my first name, Kathleen, but this is my full name, my phone number in my office, and my email. Notice my email does not have an S. My last name has S. My email does not have an S. Remember, when you use your Harper email to email professors, we get those emails immediately. If you use your personal email or another email, sometimes it goes to spam. We're not able to see it for several days due to Harper's security procedures. These are the times that I'm in my office. It's always better to make an appointment. So I realize that you might face challenges this semester when you communicate with me. You can expect me to be flexible to understand it and understanding. And I will do my best to refer you to resources at Harper. Also, I respond to emails within 24 hours, and usually I respond to weekend emails, sometimes even on the weekend, but let's wait and see about that. So a little bit about the class. Our class is based on theory. It is not about how to teach. It's more about the behind the scenes of how language learning works in the brain and as humans, language learners interact with their environment. So it does explain some of the connections between theory and practice, but it does have a very strong focus on some of these other factors of language learning. Second language acquisition is one of my favorite parts of linguistics personally, so I hope you will kind of feel that as you read the class. So our course is using a textbook, Introducing Second Language Acquisition, Perspectives and Practices, that is available freely as an ebook from Harper College, and I put the link right at the top, and different chapters that we are studying will be linked in the modules. So for this, you will need to be logged into Harper College, so you would have to do sign in and make sure you're signed in to Harper College in order to be able to obtain all the book and all of the resources or things that are connected to it. You can download. There's many things that you can do, and you can read it online. And I've also provided in the syllabus a link if you prefer to buy the book. It's not necessary to do that. We are using the first edition, and there is a second edition of the book. I'm really doing that just to save you money and be able to provide the resources for free online. But if you want to purchase that, please do let me know. If you need to borrow any technology from Harper College, you can borrow a Chromebook or a Wi-Fi hotspot. But it is very important to use a computer, not just a telephone or mobile device to do online classes like this. So this is a little bit about the assessment in our class. So we will have assignments every week that will total up to 100 points. We will not have quizzes or exams in this class. We will not have quizzes or exams. Rather, we'll be using our reading to apply to practical writing and other assignments. So some of the assignments that we have are listed here. Key terms, initial assumptions, theory presentation, research presentation, case study, and final assumptions. There are brief summaries of each here. And as they come up in the semester, I will be trying to make short videos explaining each of those assignments. Please submit late work within 1 week late for a 10% deduction in points. My goal is to grade everything within 1 week. We do have a large class, but it's still my plan to grade within 1 week, providing rubrics on Blackboard and as well as comments on Blackboard. So it will mostly be on Blackboard. These are the required policies for Harper College, so I would really encourage you to read them over, as well as the student success resources at Harper and other things that can help you at Harper College. This is an overview schedule of our semester, and you can see that due dates for this class are Sundays at 11:59. But there's much more detail provided on Blackboard, so I'm going to pop back over there. So we looked at the syllabus and schedule. This was the textbook link. And then each week has a folder. Okay, so right now I have weeks 1 through 3 open. My plan is to open things a few weeks ahead of time. So as we finish week 1, I plan to open week 4 and so on. Probably towards the end of the semester, I will open like the last weeks of the class, just so you can pace your time and so that you get previews of assignments. But I have designed everything so that you will get previews of major assignments. So we're here in our course orientation right now, and you can see there's no due date listed, so there's nothing you have to turn in here. Anything where a due date is listed is where you would need to turn something in. So for week 1, we will be doing our initial assumptions assignment, due Sunday at 11:59. We'll be reading chapters 1 and 2. We always are providing this material from our textbook website. It provides flashcards that kind of go over in a PowerPoint that kind of go over the vocabulary, and it has these self-assessment. I'm not answering correctly. I'm just clicking through to show you. It does have these kind of self-check questions that you can use. Oops. Okay, so I would have a chance to take that again. Now, this is not graded. This is just for your own feedback and understanding of the chapter. So this is just a useful tool, and you can take it an unlimited number of times. So for each chapter, we would have the reading of the chapter. We would have that self-assessment that's from the textbook, and we would have a lecture. So the lecture is my explanation. They're provided on YouTube. You can link to the YouTube site externally. And remember, when you do link to YouTube, I'm just going to copy it and paste it to another tab so I make sure that I can show you. Whenever you go to YouTube, you can always view a transcript. You can always view a transcript of it. And the way to view a transcript would be here. So if you need to see the captions or the transcript, if that helps you with your comprehension, that's a great thing to do. And the PowerPoints would always be linked here so that you could follow along, taking notes if you'd like to, with the when things are linked, when I provide links or extra information, you would be able to access those in the PowerPoint. So the assignments that are due for the first week are the initial assumptions assignment and the key terms assignment. And then for week 2, you can see the only assignment that's due is the theory presentation. And week 3, you will have key terms and a research spotlight. So I would encourage you to go through each of these. I have not made the short videos to describe each assignment yet, but that's my goal. I might open the course without having all of those linked, but it's my goal to link them before we start. So how can you contact me? So I should actually mention a few other things. Here you can view everyone in the course, view the course description. We will not be using Collaborate. I should probably actually hide it because I'm only using, I use WebEx, okay? So if you're meeting me online, please don't use Collaborate. View your attendance or books and tools. We're not really using those either. The calendar should tell us all the deadlines. Let's just see if it does. Yeah, it does have our assignments that are due on each Sunday. Announcements will be sent by email and will also be listed here. Discussions, so all of our discussion posts are also here, but I think it's going to be much easier to link them from the week. But if you do have something that looks like this, with this little speech bubble, that's going to be a discussion board. It just doesn't look much like a board, I think, in Ultra. But this, I will definitely put a video about how to do it. So you can link it up here, but it's not necessary. This will be where you can see your grades and all your feedback. And you can absolutely use messages. I will check these. So for messages, you would just select my name. You can also email me, of course, and I can show you that, where to find that also. But that's back in content. You can see here how to message me or anything like that. You can also see it on the syllabus. You can see my contact information too. So I'm going to stop for now, but please go ahead and for week 1, you can go ahead and look at a short video that I will post for initial assumptions and for key terms. And then I'll continue to try to post those short videos as well. And I look forward to meeting you either during our online video chat or another time, or just seeing you online, since the online video chat is not required. Thank you so much. It's going to be a great semester.